I wanted to talk to you guys on this lovely Monday about staying motivated. My favorite motivational quote has always been that a person's past does not define their future. And while that has served me in my childhood and my adult years and on the struggle bus, yes, it's true, but I need another tune to sing sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, my past was bad, I'm gonna do better. I do not wish to find my motivation in escaping my trauma anymore. So what do I do instead? How do I find motivation when the trauma just ain't doing it for me no more? When I want to do something for the sheer enjoyment and, being afforded the opportunity to be alive. Like, what do you do when you're no longer surviving and you're beginning to thrive? How do you begin to think about your task? That is the question for today. A couple of years ago, I challenged myself I heard it somewhere, to just get up and make my bed. And ever since I challenged myself to do just a simple task of making my bed, I found it easier to get up in the morning. A pastor I had growing up, his name was Matt Ramos, and he mentioned doing the dishes, and those two things literally changed my life. And I mean, I hate doing the dishes, but once I actually nut up and do the damn dishes, I feel better. I feel a sense of accomplishment, and it's easier for me to move on to the next task. So do a chore, do some chore, even one that you don't like. And I'm saying that now while the laundry is calling me, and it's calling me, y'all. It's piling up, but I'm working on myself. I'm still working on myself. And, one thing that I practice to help keep myself motivated is making vision boards. I make vision boards for everything. I mean, if there's a certain way that I want to feel about myself, if there's things that I want that I probably can't afford right now, I will make myself a vision board. So into the future, I can say, oh, I'm looking forward to getting this for myself, or I'm going to work towards this. And it feels really good to me when I look back on my vision boards. Feels really good to me when I look back on my vision boards and I've accomplished something on it. I mean, something so small as buying a bohemian style carpet for my living room. I mean, I literally put that on a vision board before, and when I finally got that carpet, I was so happy, and I looked at my vision board and I was like, yeah, this works, even for something this small. So I encourage you guys to definitely start making vision boards if you feel that you need a sense of direction. And I will say that on some of my darkest days, having a vision board really kept me going. Like, literally, I would just go stand in my office and stare at my vision board and remind myself that I have something to work towards, that I want to accomplish some things, and have a mentor, or like people that you watch that you aspire to be like. I know for me recently, I've been doing a lot of audibles. One that I was so happy to get was an audible called Own Your Glow. It's by Laylan Thomas, and she is one of like the best people that I've ever met. And I remember meeting her and thinking, I want to be like her. I want to know what it takes to be like her. And she came out with a book. Oh my goodness. And I was like, you know what? I can learn something from her. I'm going to glean from her. I see her. I saw her in her everyday life. I see how she raises her son. I want to draw some of those qualities from her. And so I just follow her on social media. Any chance, any opportunity that I get to watch her on live, I do that. And I just really take in her words. And there's many other people that I draw inspiration from and that I glean things from, just so I can be a better version of me. And that goes for like celebrities all the way to people that locally. I also know people who live in my community that inspire me. One of my neighbors, she's an excellent foster mother, and I look up to her because I know that there's a need for good foster parents, and when I see her being a good foster parent to her daughter, it really just, it makes me feel better. It makes me feel like there's somebody out there who cares for this group of people and are giving of themselves. And I mean, she just motivates me to be a better person. Just watching her do that and watching the joy that she brings to this child that she keeps. But anyways, sometimes it's hard to stay motivated. I mean, there's times in your life where you're literally the caterpillar turning into the butterfly. You know that you're coming into a time of transformation. You know that you're something different. You're not the same anymore, but you don't know exactly what you are, and you don't know exactly which direction to go. But what I've learned is jotting some things down, asking questions, doing research. I mean, that always helps, you know, when you're trying to find a direction. You know, you don't always have to ask someone else. You could Google, you could find what you're looking for. There's a number of books on a number of subjects. So staying motivated, I think, also includes doing your research, because if you know what direction you're going, or if you have an idea that you don't want to do the same stuff, you need to start looking for stuff that works. And that takes effort. And I know everybody doesn't want to put forth that effort that it takes to actually confront themselves and say, do you have what it takes? Are you going to do what it takes to get to this next level? And I'm on some next level shit. And so I had to be real with myself and ask myself one day, like, Crystal, what are you made of? What do you really want to do? What really, are you doing this or not? Like, one day I had to like stop pointing the finger at people and saying, oh, they said I couldn't. They said I can't. I can't do it because they don't believe in me. Well, then you look up and you're 30, 35 years old and you're still worried about what somebody else thinks, and you haven't made one step in the direction that you're wanting to go. So what I'm saying is sometimes you just have to be like, it doesn't matter what they think. Can you do it? Like, you got to really, like, do you believe what they're saying or not? And if you don't believe what they're saying, then go ahead and do what it takes. So that's putting all the accountability onto yourself. That's leaving it up to you. And are you going to lie to yourself is the question. Are you a liar when it comes to you? Are you going to break your promises when it comes to you? And I find that a lot of times we love to keep our promises to other people so they can know what kind of person we are, but we'll put off something for ourselves, like we're not just as important as the next person. And so I encourage you guys to consider yourselves. And when you say you want something and you're telling yourself you're working towards a goal, when it comes down to the nitty gritty, you are the one that is going to have to see it through. And so if you don't believe in yourself, figure out how to do it. And there are ways, trust me. And I can talk about that in another video if you guys want. Just let me know. I struggle with wanting to get up, in the morning and get my day started. I like to lounge around and procrastinate until the last second to do stuff because I work really good under pressure. But I got to the point where this is not serving me long term. This is helping me meet deadlines, but like the frazzled mind and all of that, you don't need that. So I started writing letters to myself. Right when I open my eyes in the morning, I see a note that I wrote to myself that says, "You're too fabulous to be lazy." And when I see that, okay, I'm getting my ass up now because I've challenged myself to move past what's comfortable for me. And I think that is a great place to be. And I think that if it's working for me, that it can work for you. So if you are struggling, maybe you can try some of these things that I've been doing in my daily life to kind of step up my own game. I'm not perfect. I'm not preaching at anybody. I just know the struggle is real, and sometimes we don't know what to do. And sometimes it's nice when somebody can open up about things that they struggle with and kind of offer insight. And that's really what I'm trying to do. So I hope you guys were, encouraged by this post. I look forward to the next one. Tuesdays are for beauty tips and trends and whatnot like that. So look forward to my next video, and please like this one, share it, show your girls some support, just for stepping out and trying something, that has been a long time coming and a lot of work and effort I've been putting into this, and I'm doing it. So we're gonna see how it's gonna go. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys have a blessed Monday, and hit me up if you have any questions or comments.